Hey, what's going on, Entre Peeps? It's Ken Callwood from ClickFix.io coming at you with another Freebie Friday. And in this one, we're going to talk about another example of a dynamic checkout flow that you can build with the free ClickFix shortcodes. So you can imagine that you're on a checkout page, and instead of pushing somebody to a product-specific page or an option-specific page, you can build out a page that has the different pricing options that your membership or your SaaS product or your services or your other types of subscriptions or other products may have. So in this case, we're talking about a monthly versus an annual plan, right? And in order to do this, you just need the if bump shortcode, and it's going to make it so that somebody can only select one of these two options. But we threw in a little extra twist. So if I click on this, you can see that this option now, even though nothing has changed about it, by virtue of this being now blurred out, you can see that this now stands out a little bit more. So that way it's abundantly clear that this person has selected the monthly option. Now that's of course reflected over here on the right under today's total, which is $297. And of course you can, this is just the bare minimum of the actual product carousel here that shows just today's total. Obviously, you can add more elements to this so they can see, and $297 a month, or you can add that as text, standalone text. But what happens if I am the customer and I say, oh, well, maybe monthly wasn't what I wanted to do. Let me go ahead and select annual. Well, you just click on annual, it swaps to that, it blurs out the monthly, so now they're completely sure that they've selected annual, and the actual product grid over here updates to show the annual pricing. All right, and then the person would just go ahead and continue down, fill out their credit card information, and click join the club, and boom, they're in on this monthly or annual subscription, however they like. So that's it, quick and dirty. Now let's check out the actual setup. So here we are inside of the normal editor. The way we set this up is just the way you would imagine. Two columns here. This column has a background, some padding, some spacing. And then I just dropped two bumps in and did all of the options. But the magic actually happens, as it often does, here inside of the custom code area. And we're going to scroll all the way down to line 23, where we are simply defining if bump 32, which is of course the first one here. And the way we know that is by using the ClickFix Chrome extension to highlight the bumps. And I can see that this one is bump 32 and this one is bump 34. If bump 32 is checked, fill bump 34 with unchecked. So basically this is just saying that if the person selects the first bump, make sure that the second bump is unselected, right? This forces the person to only be able to check out with one product in their cart. Then we throw some CSS in there, and the CSS element shortcode here is just simply saying that element 34, which corresponds to the bump number, then apply a blur filter of 2M to it, which is the blur effect that you're seeing here. Let's just set this. So that's the blur effect that you're seeing here. And make sure that element 32, bump 32, is unblurred, right? Just in case the person had previously selected the annual. And then this second little set of shortcodes is just the opposite, right? So if bump number 2, which is bump 34, is checked, then make sure that the first bump, bump 32, is not checked. Add a blur to the first bump, and make sure you remove any blurs that were applied to the second bump. And that's it. Short and sweet. And as you can see, we're only talking about 8 quick little lines of code and you're done. So this is just the beginnings of what you can do by building out these dynamic checkout flows. You can obviously put anything you want inside of the if bump shortcode, so we can execute any other shortcode. We can hide and show different things. We can make different messages appear. If this were a 2-step, we could make sure that we show a different message on step number 2. So there's a myriad of different things that you can do, but we just wanted to keep it simple just to kind of give you some ideas. And if you want more information about how QuickFix could possibly fit into your business to either help you save money by reducing your tech stack or improve conversions or improve operations, you can visit clickfix.io/pricing. And here you can see that we have our pricing table here. And if you click on any of these little information dots, there will be a video that explains what that feature does. As always, thanks for watching, and if you like this content, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel to make sure that you don't miss every week when we drop new tips, tricks, and Ontraport secrets.